All right, hi everybody. We are back for another Monday lesson, and this is part 2 of what I was discussing last week as far as approaches to your worship sound, okay? If you ever checked out that video, I strongly encourage you to go do so. I was talking about some scales, some different things that are going to enhance your skill, okay? So today, I'm going to dive right in with 3 different approaches that you can use in these environments, okay? So I'm going to talk about a melodic approach, harmonic approach, and a song-like approach, okay? So let's talk about the melodic approach. This is an approach that uses scales and in a melodic sense combined with harmony to play in these type of environments. So it's very melodically driven, using scales not necessarily in a sequential, order, but it's using the elements of the scale to kind of create your transition material, your flow, your chord progressions, and all of that. It's very melodically driven. All right, so check it out. All right, so in that you saw that it's very melodically driven. Okay, still use some spatial things. Took my time in some places. Some key changes, which kind of specific way to do what I did, but still very melodically driven. Okay, type 2 is the harmonic approach. So this you want to use some more sustained sounds, strings, pad, flute, Rhodes, things like that. Sounds that don't really die out quickly. Okay, you want to use sounds that sustain very easily because it's not melodically driven at all. It's going to be basically an approach that you use sustained chords, sustained sounds, and you move very slowly and carefully, but it's not very melodically driven. So you want to take your time with the sound and use sounds that are very sustained. Okay, let's check it out. All right, so you saw that although still some minor like melodic use, it was not melodically driven. Okay, based off harmony, based off progression, knowing where you came from, where you are, where you're going. Okay, very important to make sure all of your transitional chords match. All right, that it's very cohesive, that it's not distracting. You don't want to catch anybody off guard or anything like that. So be very intentional, very careful, very meticulous about where you're going if you take that approach. All right. The last thing I'm going to talk about is a song-like approach. All right. This is using a combination of the first two things I kind of showed you, but using it over a song. To play in these moments, but you don't want to be distracting, you don't want to be obvious, but if you still like to just play a song, kind of in the moment, you can do so. So check this out. All right, so some things I kind of made obvious, some things I didn't, but you kind of get the approach and the way that you can play certain songs without being super obvious and still using a combination of a harmonic and melodic approach. All right, so hopefully this video taught you something. Hopefully you can start applying these skills to your personal playing. All right, if you have any other topic that you want me to discuss, comment below. Any questions about anything I've went over, comment below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all next Monday.